Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sam Cottle's Wind Tunnel for another personal diary episode with me, Sam Cottle. So, what have I been doing recently? I've been working on the third draft of my novella, Sergeant Arson, and I've finished the third draft of it now, and I'm just going through and sort of editing it again, and yet again coming across little tiny bits which are not quite right with the whole thing. However, I do think now it's in sort of a fit state to be sent off to agents, or do I really think that? I actually have no idea. I don't know what I think about it anymore. I really don't. It's something that's taken up so much of my time. This has taken up about 3 years of my spare time anyway, working on this thing, and I just feel like about it. I think some bits of it flow really well and really work. I think some parts of it are really stilted, not quite right. And you can pick up a free copy of the second draft of Sergeant Arson at eschatonpublishing.com, which is the website of my publishing house, for nothing, obviously. And you can go through that and see to what extent you think that the second draft, which is an inferior draft of the third draft, I feel, makes sense and is good. Yeah, and I don't know whether or not this is going to work out. I really don't. I really, really want it to, though, because I love this story. I love this character. I love the characters, I should say. And I think that there's something really, really great at the heart of all this, which will end up being fantastic. And I don't know, like, what I need to do to make it perfect, or whether or not perfection is really what I should be aiming for at all. Maybe I need to do a fourth draft of it even, I don't know. I've done 3 drafts of it. Stephen King says you needed to do 2 drafts of it. Stephen King, I think, is wrong. And that you really need to do a third draft of a novel, or a novella, or any piece of writing, really, to bring it up to snuff. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm sorry to go on about my boring novella, or like the boring story of me writing my book, but it's the only thing I have to talk about because it's all I do in my spare time apart from working on a farm. And, well, I mean, to digress briefly, working on a farm is going pretty well at the moment. I'm enjoying it. Everyone I work with is really nice, and only a few minor cock-ups so far, but everyone's been very understanding about that and nice about it. But yeah, I really want this to work out because, I don't know, I'm just so attached to this story. I think it would lend itself very well to be made into a film. And I think it would be a very, very funny and amusing film. A fine and amusing film. I'm 88 pages through editing it, and it's not like I think that the whole thing is rubbish. I just feel that there's rubbish bits in it that need to be worked out better. So it still suggests to me that it's got potential. It's just ironing out these final little creases in it. Or maybe even I'm being too pedantic. I'm being too finicky about it all. And I should really just abandon the whole thing at this point. And, you know, like Da Vinci said, art is never finished, it's only abandoned. And just put it out there for people to read it. Like I have done, in fairness. And 2 people have read it, which I'm pleased with, but I wish more people than that have read it. And I've made a few sales as well, which is good also. What a palaver, eh? This has fallen dead born from the press. Like David Hume said of his treatise on human nature. Maybe I should write a big treatise on something. And then like that'll become really successful. You know, like treatises on things ever become really successful, which they don't, generally speaking. And Sergeant Arson eventually will become successful on the back of that. I don't know. I've also got a stand-up comedy gig coming up next week, or this week rather now, since it's now Monday. It's 5 minutes into Monday, the time of recording this. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, getting on stage again, doing stand-up. I'm getting better and better again at stand-up comedy. And I want to really let rip on the stage though again, like I used to be able to, and really, really go for it and be totally in the moment and yeah, isn't it great and wonderful and all this sort of thing. This is what I want. I'm such a weird little creature, I really am. All I can think about is this fucking book. I'm so sorry for talking about it all the time. What am I going to do next? I'm going to work on possibly a non-fiction book, I think. Possibly like a popular science book that I've had sort of in the pipeline for many years at this point, and that I've been thinking about for a long time. It's a popular science book to do with quantum gravity. Or a treatise concerning quantum gravity. That's not a bad title, is it? A treatise concerning quantum gravity. Nobody really does that anymore, do they? Nobody really writes a treatise anymore, do they? I might do that, I might write a treatise. Or I might work on several of the sort of fiction projects that I've been thinking about in the pipeline. One called Behemoth, which is a sort of post-Brexit Civil War novel. One called, well, not called The Citadel anymore, since there's a novel already called The Citadel, but called just Citadel, which I sort of envisaged as part of a series of sort of two young women who go into space together in the distant future, or one who goes to a citadel to receive an education for some reason. But I haven't really thought too much about that yet. Or keep working on my first novel, Leviathan Automaton, as it's now called. It used to be called The Pains of Heaven. The Pains of Heaven. And keep working on that, even though that's well, it's not a piece of crap, I don't think, but, or is it? I don't know. I'm nowhere near as excited about that one as Sergeant Arson, though. And maybe I should be more excited about the first one than I am about Sergeant Arson, and just keep Sergeant Arson, you know, as what it is, which is just a silly bit of fun, really. And then work on the great novels of me, of Sam Cottle. The great novels of Sam Cottle. But yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking the process of doing all this. I'm enjoying life still. And I did this video about Jake Davison, the killer, the other day. This incel killer who killed 5 people in Plymouth. And the video's got 5 likes, but now it's got 1 dislike. I was just thinking, who the fuck has disliked it? Or is it something I said in the video? Or what is it? And I noticed there's like 1 or 2 people who go around habitually disliking all my fucking YouTube videos. I reckon like YouTube attracts people like this, who just dislike something for the sake of disliking, like, hey, I dislike it just to make it shit for him. People are like that, aren't they? Little scabby cunts. God, I hate people sometimes. Anyway. It'd be nice to get my subscribers up to over 100, so if you could subscribe, like, comment, suggest that other people subscribe, that'd be great if you could do that. 89 subscribers, Yeah. It's not bad. It's not bad, is it? You know, the channels with fewer subscribers than that. I think I've put quite a lot of decent effort into my channel. I think it's, yeah, I think it's coming along nicely. So I'd like to be able to do YouTube properly, sort of get all my videos like nicely honed and refined and so on. Anyway, that's basically what I'm up to at the moment, so thank you everyone for watching. Bye bye bye, love you lots. It's been my personal diary for now, and I'll see you soon, because I'm just going to make this quick, and bye bye bye, love you lots. For the sake of brevity, make it quick. Bye bye everyone, love you, bye bye bye.